Welcome to episode 2 of Struggle Eats. I'm Victor, this is Brandon, and in today's episode we've got 2 recipes. They're kind of basic, so we're actually doing 2 in one in one show. The first one is our Struggle hot dogs. And our second one is actually a recipe that was submitted by a viewer, someone I knew from way back in Brooklyn where I grew up. Her name's Usha. She commented on Facebook and gave me this recipe. It's actually one that I've never tried because that was a little too struggle for me. And that's what do you want to call it? Struggle cereal. Struggle cereal. So everything's gonna be struggle. So struggle hot dogs, struggle pizza last week, and our struggle cereal. Actually, not mine, but we're gonna give it a try. So for struggle hot dogs, real simple. You boil some hot dogs. However you usually do that, pretty basic, just boil them up, and you know, we weren't fancy, we didn't have hot dog bread. I mean, that was a little too fancy, specialized bread for specific things. No, again, we used good old white sliced bread. It's very versatile. You can use it for your struggle pizza, struggle hot dogs, struggle hamburgers. That's another one. Keep an eye out. We're gonna come out and do a struggle hamburger in the next few weeks, and sandwiches. So that's already 4 things you could do with 1 loaf of sliced bread. Not too bad. It's the greatest invention in mankind. So boil up the hot dogs, which we already did to kind of save some time, and then we're gonna go ahead and show you how to eat the struggle hot dogs. Go ahead, Brandon, get some hot dogs.
All right, so you're gonna take your bread in a plate. Grab a little fork and just pick up the hot dogs.
So you gotta drain the water. Nobody likes slimy hot dogs.
I'm trying to save time.
Alright. Okay, so this is it. Basically, you just take your hot dogs, put it on a piece of sliced bread,
Grab some
and
ketchup and mustard.
Let me get the ketchup. Now,
One problem with the regular bread is they tend to slide. So
well, they tend to roll. So that's why they invented hot dog bread,
Right.
so that the hot dog doesn't roll. But you know, that's a small inconvenience when the struggle is for real. So all you do is you make a nice little, you know, kind of a U shape to your bread. Holds the hot dog. Hold on, I want some mustard on mine. I don't know if you can see that. Looks just like a regular hot dog with hot dog bread, except it's
no bread.
no sliced bread.
No hot.
Yeah, let's see.
Just like a regular hot dog.
That's like a regular hot dog,
But for cheap.
but for cheap, with white bread. So if you're at home, you got hot dogs, you want hot dogs, but you don't have any hot dog bread, look over at the counter. If you have sliced bread, you're good to go. You're good to go. Don't you know, think about an alternative when you can have the hot dogs you want. So that's recipe number 1. Now, what I like to do is I also like to take a little piece of bread, get some of that ketchup and mustard. So good. Okay, so the hot dogs are great, quick and easy. Let's move on to recipe number 2. Again, this is a viewer submitted recipe. I've never tried it because that's where I draw the line. If I can't have milk with my cereal, I'm not having any cereal. What about you?
No.
So okay, so this recipe is, you know, you're sitting at home, you ran out of milk, mom
It's
isn't,
breakfast.
it's breakfast time, no one wants to go to the store, mom doesn't want to give you money to go buy milk. Remember, the struggle was for real when we were kids. So you're dead set on cereal. What are you gonna do?
You're gonna put water.
You're gonna put water in it. Now again, I drew the line on cereal. If I didn't have milk, I wasn't having it. But some of my friends, they were that like adamant about having cereal. So we're gonna give it a try. Let's see. Let's get the bowls. Get some spoons. I get the spoons. You get the cereal.
Right here.
Can't show the logo for obvious reasons.
Don't want to get sued.
Pour a little cereal in your bowl.
just a little bit. That's good enough. That's good enough.
That's good enough because I don't think this is going to be very good. We don't want to waste some perfectly good cereal.
Okay, put this over there.
And you pour some water, about the same amount that you would pour in milk.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
No, you gotta go.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
away. You can't cheat. All right, so this will be my first time. This will be my first time trying the cereal and water. Let's see how that is. Actually, it's actually not too bad. You get pretty much all the flavor of the cereal, and the milk doesn't take away from the cereal flavor. What do you think?
Doesn't get as soft.
Well, it doesn't get as soft as I mean, we're eating it right now. Well, I don't know. I can see it not being too bad. Well, anyways, we gave it a try, and when the struggle's for real, you do just about anything. And that's the lesson learned on Struggle Eats. Stay tuned for episode next week. Again, if you like the video, go ahead and hit like, share it. Let's get other people to see it. Comment if you have a recipe that you want us to try, like we just did. Let us know. We'll throw it in one of the next upcoming videos. With that being said, I'm Victor. This is Brandon. See you next time. Okay, so in this week's episode, we're bringing you a bonus third recipe because it involves hot dogs. Why don't you explain it?
All right. So it's a struggle, right? You don't have any bread. You just cook hot dogs. You just realize, and like, shoot, what do? I cooked these. I can't throw them out.
Well, I have to tell you that when I was a kid, that actually happened quite often. Sometimes, mom needed to feed the kids, and we had hot dogs but no bread, so you had to figure it out.
So we're gonna go into pot.
Drain it, Brandon. Come on, nobody likes watery stuff. Right.
So you have your hot dog right there, and just gonna cut it. Watch out, it's like really hot.
Now, I've seen variations of this where they incorporate an egg and hot dogs. That's actually pretty good. Actually, that should be a recipe on Struggle Eats. A nice fried egg and struggle hot dogs. No bread. So anyways, you cut them up like that, throw some ketchup on the side as a little dipping sauce, or you can throw it on top if you want. Which one do you like? You throw it on top, throw a little bit on the side just in case. And there you go. Let's see. I'll give it a try. A little dipping sauce. And like hot dogs, not having bread should never be an obstacle. So that's our bonus recipe. Again, there are a lot of different ways to eat hot dogs. This is Brandon. I'm Victor. Stay tuned for next week's episode.